Hey folks, it's Frithgar here, how you doing? Welcome back to Farming Simulator 22 here in Elm Creek. So that is ready, and we'll put barley in there. I'm going to put wheat in that one, I'm going to put barley in that one. I don't know what I'm going to put in 50 yet, but we can mulch those. We can put the mulcher going in there. So this one is another, yeah, barley is going in this one, so I need to, the track goes this way, doesn't it? I was just trying to think, how do I get out of here and get onto our next bit of land? So we want to come out here, and then, well, the track goes this way. We'll make a new track. So it comes down through here, and down through our yard. This is a bit of a long-winded way of getting down to the next field, isn't it? Well, I like this. On round that way. Out to this track. Yeah, I mean, I see where the field is. Just there. That's a bit of a long-winded way to go. I don't really like that. We've got this one here. Because this is another field that we've got out here. So I'm just going to have a look up here. We don't have... There's field 55, which we've got. So we've got field 52, which is there. But we can't actually get to field 52. There is this bit over here that I haven't had a look at. That is another borehole, I'm guessing. Second farm borehole, maybe. Something like that. That'd be my guess. So the only way in and out of field 52 is up there. Then we've got all these trees here. So, I mean, we put some beehives over there. This would be a good location for some beehives. Right in there. And there'll be other good locations of beehives back in around the other way as well. So we're just going to turn around here. These fields in here, they are in perfect condition for getting the mulcher going on them. And we can spend all winter mulching those if we need to. Now, to get to field 51, I'm actually just going to drive up the side of our field here, which is, you know, what you would normally do. I was wondering about ploughing these two in together, but I don't think I will. We'll leave that. Now, this is ploughed. Actually, that's cultivated. It doesn't say cultivated. It's got harvest. It's got ploughed. It's the condition it's giving it. There's low stones on it. That could just be rolled back in. Needs lime. That would be 53 and 54 are the ones that need lime. We don't need to worry about the rest of them. I like the way that the grass has actually been taken down and put fertilizer up there. Don't worry about that, though. Right, well, field 48 needs rolling. 49 doesn't need anything. It has been mulched. So this one can't be mulched. I think the others all can. But this one, it said that... That's saying it's been ploughed. Let's put the cultivator going in here and we'll see what happens. That's all we can do, really. I was thinking that, you know, we want to cultivate this because it's been ploughed. Technically, we wouldn't need to, but... If it's saying it's ploughed but not cultivated, that does seem a bit odd. Now, if I start that one there, the cultivator isn't removing the need for... It's not actually killing the grass there, but when you look at the map, it does take things out the side. Oh, it's now... Yeah, now it's coming up with seed bed. I'm getting confused about this. So we've got stubble tillage, which is there. That's stubble tillage. Then you have cultivated, and then you have seed bed. What's the difference between the three of them? I don't get that. Does it grow better if it gets turned into a seed bed? Jerking that one around a bit too hard there. I really don't know. But anyway, this is turning into a seed bed. It's not classed as cultivated. It's now classed as a seed bed. I did not know that there was any difference, but apparently there is. So we will bring a seed drill down here in a little while, and we'll see if it makes any difference here to anywhere else. It's a different soil texture, I know that much. Different to cultivated and to the stubble tillage that we've already done. So let's have you a minute. We're going to run you... Oh, we need to take you up this way. Close that one down. And run on up through here. I do wonder if maybe we should move these beehives, you know, with the farm traffic coming through. That could be a little bit much. I'll go up this way. Away from the machines. That little mulcher that we've got there is probably going to struggle to get through all of the fields. Dude, I need you to move out the way. Yeah? This is a farm. I know that you're wanting to have your Sunday afternoon walk. But, you know, we're a working farm, and it's Tuesday morning, so please find somewhere else to have your walk. Let's open this one out. Let's see what this thing is like. I don't know what's the horsepower requirement of this one. I didn't actually look. Check that. This won't take long. Seed drill and Amazon right there. 300 horsepower. Well, this tractor is, what, 460 horsepower? We ought to be able to cope with it. It's something like that. I have the added advantage that the hired help here doesn't use up anything that is in the actual seed drill. So once I get started, there. So that does plant it in the tilled stubble. It just looks different to the other one. We probably should have got a front weight for this one. I feel a front weight would have been an advantage to us. Well, we'll worry about that another time. I don't need it just yet. I might head back to the shop in a bit and we'll get one. There's some John Deere weights that we can go and get to go alongside it. Let's start you up there. Are there actually John Deere seed drills? Pretty sure there used to be. Whether there's any in this game at the moment, I don't know. I don't remember seeing any. Nope. Right. Are you going to be able to do the rest of the field without getting into trouble? Possibly, but possibly not. So I'm just going to manually do a little bit here. I'll do a run along here, and then we'll do a little smudge up through that side as well. So I'm just going to start it like that. And we'll go herring off down this side. And then once we get to the bottom, we can head on up through. It might not like the idea of starting the hired help work from this side of the field. Sometimes it doesn't. AI worker G, stop work unexpectedly, no field found. Oh, yeah, that's what it's going to do. It's just going to say no field found. No hable English, and then it's just going to stop. Just run that bit a bit, and there. Right. Fine field there. And then run on up through. We've got a massive, great big Amazon Citan on John Deere tractor right here. I think that is a good combination. It's a winning combination. That's what that is. It does look pretty good. Is that going to try and go further than where it went? Because I think there was a little tiny bit there that didn't get planted properly. Nope, just going to stop there. Oh. There's not enough room for it. I'm going to have to go back and tidy that bit up afterwards anyway, so we'll deal with that later. Let's go to you. Making a seed bed. We're getting this done in record time. There is that at least. You know, we credit where it's due. Because we've gone and spent so much money on our machinery, we will be able to expand a little bit later on. I don't want to expand any more at the moment. We need to build the farm properly now. That's what we got to focus on. We're going to get some of these fields planted now in the autumn, and then as we go through the winter, each time we find something, we're just kind of like build things up. We're going to need to... I'm going to get the pigsty put in pretty quick, and also we will put in the third greenhouse that we wanted to get, because that's extra income. I'm still sticking, even though we've now got 10 million at our disposal, I could put 100 new greenhouses in without any trouble, but I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to stick with the 3 greenhouses. We've got 2 at the moment, so there's going to be 1 more, so we've got 1 for each of the greenhouse crops, and we're going to leave it at that. I'm not going to have any more than that. So let me just turn that one around like that. Very badly turn it round. Okay, it's not going to be able to do the whole field. So I'll just bring that over a little bit so it's got a little bit of a wider piece to go through and finish. And you carry on up there. You have actually turned around like a good little boy and done it properly. I'm impressed. Didn't think you would. And I want to go next. Right, hang on a minute. We've got that mulcher, haven't we? Yes, we own 1. There's a mulcher there. That's 5.6. That's a different kind of mulcher. That one looks a little bit differently back. And then we've got this one, which is big old mulcher, that one. It's another flail mulcher, that one. That does 6 meters wide. This one here is 5.8 meters wide, and then we've got a couple of mod ones here as well. This one is 9 meters wide right here, but that's, yeah, in order to properly use that one, you've got to have one to go on the front as well, which one is it? Is that one, the S9 multiplier, and the S9 base. So what's the difference between these two? I'm looking at this one here. So you've got a hitch there on the front, and then you've got this linkage bit on the back. New and old colorings on there. Looking at the way the chains sit over the front of that, this one here, those chains are different than this one. Those chains look very, very similar. You've got old coloring, 3-point attacher, 3.3. What? Oh. That one there, I would say. Let's go with this setup. Let's see how this works, because we do have the base game one, which I was kind of curious about as well. That's more of a roller that crushes the stuff. It just rolls down the stubble rather than actually cuts it. I would prefer one that mulches and cuts it rather than just kind of squishes it. So that one, although it's good, I mean, it's also only 5.8 meters, whereas the other one is bigger. So for that reason, I want to go with that one. 9 meters right there. And this one right here with that combination on it, I think. So I go there, back. This one, old coloring, we'll stick with that. Buy, yes, okay. And we'll come out of there like that. So I've got what is actually working in the fields at the moment. You've stopped, you've finished. You've stopped, you've finished. Everything is stopped and finished. So this one, let's go and get the seed drill moved. We've just got a little bit to finish in this field right here, and then we can move it down to the bottom, and we're going to want to plant barley. So I will switch that one over now. Let's now switch to barley. Just start this bit right here. So does planting in this, right, that right there, that's now a seed bed, although you were supposed to turn around and go and do the other bit. So let's go back to you. I don't know why you didn't turn around and finish the field. There's no excuse for that. Absolutely no excuse whatsoever. I don't know what's wrong with you. So let's turn around there. On up that way. And press H. Yes, C is going to go and do that. That's brilliant. And then you here. So I was just looking on the map. That's planted. In here, it's saying it's growing. It's planted. It doesn't really give me anything else. It does need rolling in there, which we'll go and do in a minute. And it's fully fertilized, so I don't need to worry about the fertilizer at all. Needs lime. Well, that's those two down there. We can do those a bit later in the winter. And no needs ploughing at all. We've gotten rid of field 44 now. That one's gone. So what is the difference between the seed bed? I need someone. Is there anybody that actually knows? Is there a difference between the seed bed and the just the normal planted bit? I don't think there will be, but I just want to find out, because if there is a difference, is it going to be worth us cultivating or ploughing first before we do other stuff, so we have seed bed rather than cultivated bed? Not really sure. This needs rolling. It doesn't have any stones in it, so we don't need to worry about that bit. Let's just go on past that guy right there, and I think really what we want, so we have our track that comes on around here. We just want to put a track along the bottom of this field, don't we? So then we come out along this way, because we can paint in a track. At least I think we can. We might be able to. You can come on around here. And then we go up the side of this field. And then we've got all of these fields here that we're going to want to do some work on. We've got rolling that we need to do. So I will bring you over here. So we'll be able to see if it makes any difference now once we start doing this bit of planting. So I'll bring you back out like that. Let's just kind of shunt you around a little bit so we can get you lined up properly. I think it's about right, yeah. And lower you down, turn you on. And there we have a seed bed. I mean, it does look different there. See, the visual is different because we're not planting into the stubble, we're planting in this. And it might just be that visual thing. It might just be that and nothing else. And this is the only difference, is visually it looks different. So you got your seed bed, and here now, instead of being planted into the stubble tillage, so you've got the bits of stubble left all over the place, we are in fact planting into a seed bed, so it just looks different. It's planting into a seed bed right there, and its growth. So that bit is exactly the same. Composition over here. Obviously, I'm putting in one layer of fertilizer with this one, so we're going to want another layer of fertilizer there. It needs rolling as well, so that's going to have to be done. There's nothing else coming up on it. So no, there's nothing we need to worry about with that at all. I think it's going to be just fine. You hired help, off you trot. There we go. Let's take this one right here, and we'll fold this one up. So there's nothing else that I want to do with this one just yet until after we have... Like, I am going to need to cultivate all of the other fields as well. But right now, I don't want to cut... You know, I'm just going to go straight across this one. It's been harvested, doesn't really matter. Actually, I think it's just all withered up, died, but still, it doesn't matter. So we'll bring this one over here, and I'm not going to want this cultivator or this tractor for a minute, so that can be put away. That field on our left right there, that is, although we did take a bit of time and we sprayed it and we got it ready and we did stuff, now we're not actually going to go and use it. So, yeah, that was a bit of a waste of time, wasn't it? See if we can squeeze in through here. Yes, we can, without hitting anything as well. Points for us. Fantastic. Now, let's put this one away in the shed. Right in there. One good thing with the articulated steering is when it comes to reversing, you've got a lot more kind of maneuverability on it. I'm really starting to appreciate that with reversing, especially if you're reversing like a trailer with a turntable on it. I'm just going to leave the tractor there for a minute. And that one is going along fantastically. Is it going to go all the way to the end of the field? Or am I going to have to tidy things up? Ideal. There we go. Right, okay, you stay there. And this one next. I was going to say I forgot to take that one with the combine, but I didn't. The combine's right there, so we don't need to worry about that. Now, in theory, this one I do want a front weight on, so let's get that one, and then we can do something with it. So we've got the small John Deere weight. That's a 1.2 ton. That's a 1.8. A LaForge. How does that even fit? Okay, I don't know what that is, and I don't know how it fits. Slice weight there. It's a mod one, though. John Deere slice weight. There's a lot of modded weights. Like, we've got a lot of choices for weights and things. I don't know what that is and how it works. It's 1.7 tons. That's 1.8. I think with this mid-sized tractor, we'll go with the 1.2 ton one here. That one. I think that's going to be all right. So I'll buy that one. And then for the other tractor that we've got, we will come back eventually and we'll get the bigger one, the 1.6 ton or 8 ton, whatever it was on there. So I believe that the way this works is that we go in here and we grab the front weight right there. That seems about right, actually. I think that's about the right size weight for that tractor. And then we hitch this one on here. I love the fact that it is put on a wooden block right there, and then you pick that up and the wooden block disappears. I think that's brilliant. I like that. It's a nice little touch. And we bring this one on around here. And then I reverse up, and it should, I believe, hitch on that to the back of this one. Let's have a look. Yes. That hitches on there. The PTO goes on it as well. And we now have a great big mulcher right there. So in a small field, we can unhitch the back bit, the back bit, and we can use that small mulcher for mulching a small field. But then the bigger fields, we can use the full combination that we've got right here, and that can be used for mulching the fields. So we've got a number of options with this one, number of different ways that we can use it. I think that's actually really cool. I like that a lot. So we're going to start off with this one, and we're just going to see, you can do it like this. We could also go and put the mulcher on the front of the tractor and have the bit on the back instead of running it like this as a double machine. You really, you can choose anything that you like on it. So let's drive in here like that, using that same road again that I'm still wondering whether or not I should chop up. And rather than going and weaving through all of our machinery and stuff over there, I'm going to go this way. And we'll drive on down here. This is going to be turned into one field here at some point. Not yet, because we've got two separate crops planted in there at the moment. So that will wait until a bit later on. And as all of these fields are going to be planted in the spring and not just yet, we'll go on through here and we'll start the fields in this side. Through there. So we'll start with field 55, the small one up top. And then we will progress from there. So I'm going to go over to the side of field 55. A few little trees over here in the corner. We may remove some of these trees here and make these fields bigger. Or we might kind of leave it like that and get more land. I don't really know. We'll see. So, although, if you look up in the top left, although I've got the top bit selected, well, that one starts. I do have to actually, yeah, select that one as well. So what about lowering it down? If I lower that one, oh, I see, right. So if I select the back one and I lower that, and then I select these and I lower that, what happens now if I raise it? It still leaves the back one down. So you do actually have to, but I think if you do Control C, it should lift both of them. Oh, let's do the front weight now. Okay, the Control C thing doesn't work with it. Right, well, let's just lower that down and start working up through here. Because it's now all kind of one machine there being trailed, it does seem to work fairly well. And this is going to mulch everything, which is brilliant. I will bring you on round like that. And I'm just going to press H on there. So we've got a nice wide strip there being mulched. This thing's really cool. I actually like this. I like this machine. I like this setup. I'm pleased with this. Our planting is finished down the bottom, so we've actually got all of that in. We need to roll it, so I mean, we can sort of start going through time a little bit faster. I mean, if we just speed it up to like 5 times speed at the moment. Oh. Well, that's not quite right. Why are you doing that? What are you doing? Why are you doing it like that? I was so excited about this machine. Really, really annoys me when you get trailed machines that, for whatever reason, the hired help just doesn't seem to recognize that they're actually trailed machines. And it does that. I was so pleased about this machine. I thought this was really cool. Why it's done that in the field, I don't know. I'm going to have to get rid of this one, aren't I? Oh, that's so disappointing. But I really thought I had an awesome machine right here. So pleased with this. I'm genuinely disappointed with that. I really thought I had something really cool. What's it going to do now? Right, no. That's no good. That one's had it. That one's gonna walk of shame. Okay. The idea of the mod is really good. If we're doing it manually and doing it ourselves all the time, as I know some players don't like to use the hired help, they like to do all the jobs themselves. This would be a really good mod for you. It's nice and wide. It is actually a really good mod, but I don't like that. It doesn't work with the hired help. For whatever reason, that one will not work with hired help, or not properly anyway, which means, as far as I'm concerned, it's broken. It's no good to me. I don't like having mods like that at all, so bye-bye. No good. Okay, and sell that one as well. Yes, okay. So we can't use that, which means that we need another mulcher. Where are the mulchers? In there. So that was a bitter disappointment. So next up, we've got that one is 6 meters wide, that one is 5.8, and that one is 5.6. Well, I do want to see the other one in action. Not a lot of difference in it. Unfortunately, folks, that is all we have got time for today. A massive thank you to everybody who has earned their way into the Great Book of Names. To find out some more details about all the names coming past, please head into the description and click on the link to the Discord. It's a link to another video. The link is on the other video. Please also consider checking out the links there for Nitrado, who provide gaming servers for games like Farming Simulator, Minecraft, Ark, and several others. And there's also Fanatical, who will help support your gaming habit by providing you with cheap games and also giving me a small commission on anything that you buy using my link. If you've enjoyed this particular video, then please head down below and give us a like. And if you really enjoyed it, then please tell your friends all about me. Get them to come and watch as well. That would be awesome. And until next time, thank you very much for watching. This is Frithgar. Goodbye, and see you later.